Looks like we've got a bit of an update for the UFC gloves situation going right now. The fighters at UFC 309 will be using the old gloves, not the new ones that were introduced back in June. If we remember this headline just a couple of days ago, we were discussing the gloves and the situation surrounding going back to the old gloves. Let's see what happens here. Now, this is just funny, kind of a meme, kind of true, kind of not. UFC in April 2024, the old glove was just a chunk of foam. The new glove is the most amazing MMA glove of all time. And then the UFC days before UFC 309, fuck it. We're going to bring back that chunk of foam, that piece of crap, that mess that we used to use, that primitive garbage we had on our hands. Many suspect, though, that there is some foul play afoot, and that Jon Jones has something to do with it, as he has not returned since the reinstatement of the new gloves. Neither has Stipe, but many think that it has something to do with Jon Jones because of what he said at Media Day yesterday.
I'm really excited about the old gloves. I got sent a pair of the new gloves several weeks ago. I tried them on and I thought they were tight. I used to fit in XL, and in the new glove I had to put on a 3XL. The shape, curving your hands like that, they were very uncomfortable for me, and I was actually really stressed thinking about how am I going to go into fight week wearing these gloves that I don't even want to train in. So when I got a phone call recently, Hunter said, everyone on this card are veterans. Why put a bunch of vets in a new glove? Let's give you guys all what you're used to. It was a major relief to my coach, Brandon, who wraps my hands. It was a major relief to me as well.
So there you have it. Jon Jones got on the phone with Hunter Campbell, spoke to him, and you know what? They made a change. What does Jon Jones have to say about gloves that don't curve down, don't hold your fingers down, but let them extend out? Take a listen.
I do poke people in the eyes, and it's very illegal, but I do it. It's like if someone's coming at me, I'll just put my hand on their forehead, and a lot of times they end up missing the punch that was intended for my face, and sometimes it lands in people's eyes, and people hate that. They're like, Johnny, you're a very talented fighter. You don't need to use an illegal tactic to be successful. I try to tell people it's not intentional, but now I'm kind of known for it, and it's working.
Dude, look at this dude. My goodness, what the hell is wrong with this guy? So let's just recap a little bit. Let's go back in time, turn back the clock. In an unprecedented move, the UFC is going to be relocating next weekend's UFC 232 pay-per-view event from Las Vegas to Los Angeles because of a licensing issue involving Jon Jones in the state of Nevada. He had, pulsing picograms, which you can look back for yourself. You can go talk with Derek with more plates, more dates. This guy went over this in detail. This is not even possible, but yet Nevada did not want him competing because of a spike in his testosterone, a spike in whatever the fuck was going on with the drugs. I don't give a damn, but if you pop for something, you've popped for something. If you've had something illegal in your system, you are either cheating or need to prove that it was an accident. UFC President Dana White broke the news on SportsCenter on Sunday back in 2018 that UFC 232, just 6 days before the event, which was originally scheduled to take place at T-Mobile this coming Saturday, will now be at the Forum in Inglewood, California. All 26 fighters are scheduled to complete at UFC 232 and are expected to move with the card. 6 days before an event, they changed the location of the fight from Vegas to California, just for Jon Jones and his drug use. Just because he tested hot for something. Come on! What are we doing here? And you want to pretend like this glove issue isn't likely Jon Jones? Come on now, let's run through it. Knuckles here puts it all out perfectly on the line. They moved an entire event for Jon Jones, who popped for PEDs, is talking about dismantling the UFC rankings committee so that Jon Jones will be pound for pound number one because Islam Makhachev stands too tall above Jon Jones in that one. They want to change back to the old gloves at UFC 309 because Jon was crying about it. They refused to make Jon fight the actual number one contender in Tom Aspinall instead of just stripping him. Jon Jones got injured and the timetable would have made him able to return in the summer, but they waited for MSG because Jon wanted to fight in New York, in his home state at MSG, the biggest card of the year. They're saying that Jon Jones will fight the deserving contender next if he wins, even though everyone knows that's a lie. It likely is. He acts like Ngannou was ducking Jon Jones, Dana White is anyway, and it's very apparent that Jon Jones is ducking him. Now, some can agree, some can disagree here, and made obviously the most favorable matchup here for his first heavyweight title against Cyril Gane. I've already spoken about that before. And then followed it up with an even more favorable fight for him against Stipe Miocic, who's an aging veteran, been through some wars. Who knows how it's going to play out on Saturday, but let me know what you guys think about all this. They're moving a freaking event for this guy. They're changing the gloves for this guy, and he just admitted to it. I mean, my God, what the hell are they doing? Preferential treatment if I've ever seen it. John Jones, does this guy really deserve the McGregor treatment? I don't know. I'd argue no, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.